Okay, welcome to episode 4 of the BWTM Sports Joshua versus Andy Ruiz 2 look at the potential rematch. And with episode 1, we looked at Rob McCracken. Is he to blame? Episode 2 was Joshua. I think it wasn't Joshua. What he needs to do. Episode 3 was something I can't remember the 3 episodes, but all the episodes will be in this anyway. But episode 4, I think is most, for me, one that I find it quite interesting. What does Ruiz need to do for the rematch? So, Ruiz Jr., Andy Ruiz Jr., the heavyweight champion of the world, the unified heavyweight champion of the world. Yes, he is the champion of the world. And congratulations. The rematch. How do I see Andy Ruiz going about this rematch? Well, first and foremost, I see Andy Ruiz, what he needs to do is a continuation from the first fight. He needs, from the first bell, is to force Anthony Joshua onto the back foot and hit him hard and hit him early and push him onto the back foot. Because whatever Anthony Joshua does now is going to be, he's going to try and make adjustments. He's going to try and fight with a different game plan. Okay? He'll probably try and keep his hands up more, try and keep distance, try and use the jab more authoritatively, or try and keep you off him. He knows that you can hurt him. He knows you can drop him, and he knows you can knock him out. So he's going to be fighting gun shy. And if there's any gun shyness in that, you've got to jump on him quite literally very early and hit him early. Push him back because he cannot fight. Joshua's ineffective when you push him onto the back foot. He doesn't punch with great power off the back foot. He doesn't. He's ineffective off the back foot. So you've got to step to Joshua early. Step on him. Step to him early. Double up your jab. Push him back onto the ropes and just let your punches go. Quite literally. Because he's gonna be nervous. He's gonna be fighting in your backyard. With the fights in America, he's fighting in your backyard again. He's gonna have the weight of a nation on top of him. He's gonna have a lot of people expecting to do it, and there'll be a lot of doubts in his mind. He had doubts coming into the first fight. To have doubts coming into the second fight, plus the fact you've knocked him down already, he knows. So you're the guy that knows you've been dropped, you've got up, and you've won the fight. You also know that he's vulnerable to left hook. You also know that he doesn't fight well backing up. You also know he doesn't like the shots to the body. You also know his jab is ineffective. So he can be better, but for how long? Because he'll go back to what he normally does. There's not enough time in between the first fight and the second fight for Joshua to make significant changes in his style. So do what you've done before. Use your head movement. Slip inside. Joshua's got to throw punches. Anytime Joshua decides to throw punches, because he doesn't know when to engage and when not to engage, he's going to throw punches. There'll be nervous energy. And as soon as he drops the left hand by throwing the jab, as soon as he does that, jump on him and don't let up. And as soon as you get him in the ropes, go for him. Let the punches go. I don't see Joshua doing anything more than he may throw maybe more punches. He may throw less punches, but he still will engage. He's got to engage to get the title back. So for him to engage means he opens up. And for him to open up, he hasn't learned enough between the first fight and the second fight from know when to engage and when not to engage. You know this guy's not going to hold you and tie you up. And you know this guy's physical strength. So it's not rocket science what you're going to do in a rematch. This guy is not mentally very strong. That's from what I'm seeing. Joshua doesn't seem one who's very strong. So, you know, and work to the vulnerabilities that he has. The fact that he's not around boxing people. Use that to your advantage. Talk to him during the press conference. Remind him of what happened at the press conference, at the fight. So, tell him the facts. You got to tell him the facts at the press conference. Listen, you know what? I slipped inside. Your jab's not very effective. And I hit you on the chin. I hit you. I've got the power to hurt you. I've got the power to knock you out. I did it before. I did it 4 times. There's 4 examples of me knocking you down. 4 examples. 4 examples. Start getting inside the guy's mind. Start going inside his head. So the fight is won before you even get in the ring. So all that brave, all that talk. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. That's fine because you've got a lot of people around you talk the time, and you've got to say, it's all about pride at the moment. But if they don't make the changes in the training camp, if they don't make the changes, if they don't change the trainer, and if they do the same things they've done before, you just need to be a little bit more cardiovascular to be more. So you're throwing more punches. And Joshua's going to be straight up. There's going to be nothing loose about him. So it's going to be pretty robotic what's coming at you. Now you need to go back and look at the tape of how you got knocked down by Joshua. And look to move your head a lot quicker. Move your feet and your head a lot quicker. A lot of fainting, a lot of shifting like that. A lot of this stuff to make him feel as if you're going to throw punches at him. And make him throw how he's throwing the jab. Look at him for a minute. Look and see what he's doing. You've got 2 ways to look at this. You can actually have a look and see what he's doing for the first couple of rounds and have a look at what he's doing. Or you could jump on him from the start and don't give him a chance to get any sort of confidence. There's 2 ways. You can shimmer left to right. There. See what he's doing with the jab. See if the jab's improved at all. Or if it's the same old jab. If you think you've got confidence to slip behind the jab, get inside and go to work. It's all down to you. This fight won't be about what Joshua does in a rematch. I don't believe so. It'll be how much you want to stay heavyweight champion of the world. So it's really down to how Andy Ruiz sees himself. Does he see himself as a champion, a long-reigning champion, or a guy that's got the title to secure his lifestyle? If he's a guy that's come to secure his lifestyle, that's a different mindset. Because if he's a guy who wants to keep the titles and keep that lifestyle going, then he'll be in the gym training like a demon. And his trainer will be looking to get this fight over and done with as quick as possible. Those are my thoughts. So I think, Ruiz, do what you've done before. You're a good boxer. You've got good boxing fundamentals. I'd like to see him lose a few more pounds to come in even lighter for the rematch. So that it's even harder for him to be hit and to be even more quicker. Those are my thoughts. Love to know what you think. How do you think Ruiz should take the rematch? So we've talked about it in a physical sense, a mental sense, and a tactical sense. I'd love to know what you think. I'm out. Thanks for watching.